Yes, it's Sports Guys. Who's this one?
It's Nightmare Before Christmas, bro.
Is that yours?
No, I don't know. It's part of the studio.
The people bring it. Top 10. We're back. We're recapping again. What a great year it's been.
It really has been.
This was your idea, so I'm going to blame you.
You don't like it?
It was very no.
It sounded like a great idea. I think
this is very tough for me. My memory's not that great. So.
You're a negative guy. You don't see the funny things in it. So for you, it's
not a negative guy, but all right.
The most negative person.
Top 10 funny stories / moments.
Moments, storylines.
Take it away.
Number 10. It's the only one of the. I tried to think of say what's that made me laugh the most. The funniest one was the Mike Tyson womb shifter.
Oh yeah.
Now, who was he talking to when he said...
he was talking about Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice.
Sarah
Palin. And he goes, sometimes you get the womb shifter, and you can't...
I can tell you right now,
that's the funniest
our lists are drastically different.
That's the funniest thing that's been said on this show.
That's a good one. Number 10.
That's my number 10. My number 9, and we talked about Mayweather a little earlier, but my number 9, the story is that he was supposed to show up for a court date and said that he was sick. He had some sort of ailment.
Okay.
So he couldn't go. And yet, somehow on YouTube, there was video taken of him the day that he was supposed to be there at a strip club, literally lighting $100 bills on fire. And so they called him back into court. He was literally lighting $100 on the day that he was supposed to be in court. So you will say, this guy got 90 days, he should get 90 years. This guy's a horrible human being.
I feel much worse about my list now. Much worse. Your list is tremendous.
Number 8. This is just kind of bookends the baseball season. I went with crazy Major League Baseball retirements. We started out the season with your boy Manny Ramirez.
Your boy.
Who I did draft on my fantasy team.
Started him. You had him in your starting lineup.
Well, we start a million guys.
Well, no, come on. You started him.
So the guy plays 6 games this season. I don't think
8 or something.
He didn't get a hit.
Nope.
He then gets, comes up that he retires. Comes up that he was going to have this suspension for drugs. Then he got bad advice. Now he's coming out of retirement. That's how this guy, who is literally one of the greatest hitters of a generation, retires. Bookended by the end of the season, your boy, another yayo, Carlos Zambrano. He retired in the clubhouse in the 7th inning.
In the 4th inning, yeah.
He retired in the 4th inning.
Absolutely.
He retired on the way home from work.
He was actually, for the same reason, was on my top 10 of worst guys last week.
Yeah, that's
great job. Congratulations to him.
Because that guy, to go back, he's made a bunch of top 10s. But to make back-to-back type 10s, he might be the first one.
He's great.
He's great. I think he's trying to come out of retirement. Number 7, you're not going to like it. Mike T's not going to like it. I went with just the Raiders season.
Oh, that's stupid.
Just a storyline of same old Raiders. Everybody was so excited.
Well, everybody?
You were excited early on. Come on.
Everybody was excited?
You weren't excited about
what
the
Raiders.
What
did I tell you?
You were early on.
8-8. 8-8.
Then they go out, and it started with them in the supplemental draft drafting Terrell Pryor.
But that was fine. We got through that. It happened when Jason Campbell got hurt. It all went down.
You got through that, but that's just terrible. Let's just throw away a draft pick. We didn't need to spend that high of a draft pick on Terrell Pryor. We did that anyway. He'll never play. He'll never be good. We'll just throw that out because it's typical Raiders. Then we just trade our first-round pick for this coming year and looks like our second-round pick for next year on Carson Palmer, who's been horrible.
All right.
It's a pretty funny thing that the Raiders, they almost look like they were coming out of it.
I never bought in, so I don't feel that bad. I told you that.
You're a little angry.
You know I never bought it. I'm angry, but I never bought in.
Number 6, we talked about this on the show. I went with Bryce Harper blowing that kiss at that guy. Because the guy is like an entitled prick of a guy. He's got the eye black that comes down. I never really liked him. He's a phenomenal player.
He loves Jesus too.
He loves Jesus.
Hey, I'm telling you,
Jesus Christ wear the eye black down his face and blow kisses at people?
I'm just telling you he does.
And then he blows a kiss at a guy running around first base. It was out of if they were to make a Major League 4 and they had a douchebag guy, he would be this guy.
Okay.
Number 5, I went with Delonte West job search during his thing where he filled out an application, I think at a Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, and he was just trying to, earn some scratch, get some health benefits.
Absolutely.
So he was on there. I think we had a lot of fun with that. Number 4, so my only TSG-related one, I went with Tomar Joseph's guarantee over the big man
blowout
Senators because now James, we have 2 high schools here in Newark. We had a lot of kids in from Newark High. Coach Ireland's a friend of the show. He came on a bunch of times, and basically all the kids said all the right things. We would try to get him to give a prediction against Brian McMahon, which is the other high school in the town, and they would always say, "Oh, it's gonna be close. They're a good team, this and that." And this kid Tomar were like, he goes, "I know you're not gonna say anything, but we want to give you a prediction. I'm saying 13-3," and he goes, "Nope." blowout. And you see Coach Ireland's face just drop, and he's hitting him on the leg. He goes, I just got to say what I got to say. It's a blowout. And they blew him out. They held him to
Tomar knows.
Tomar knew it, dude.
Honest kid, huh?
He was an honest kid. Just the look on Coach's face was really what made the
Listen.
Number 3, I went with that dude that threw a hot dog at Tiger Woods. I mean, a dude threw a hot dog at Tiger Woods. You talk about how far this guy's fallen.
Yep.
The guy's an icon in the sports world.
All right.
A dude ran up and threw a hot dog
I'm
at
with
his
you,
face.
brother.
That's my number 3. Number 2, it's just isn't like a laugh out loud for anything, but I really liked it. Something I'll watch is the YouTube video of Big Papi's son doing all the different stances that came out in spring training.
Wow.
Did you like that one? He's
It's
doing
very
the
good. I have
Euclid,
none
he's
of
got the
these.
Euclid, he's got JD Drew.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one. And he does the walk where he drops it like that. It's really awesome. To me, I got a kick out of it.
Absolutely.
Spring
It's
training. They
very
played
good.
it again during the All-Star weekend. And number 1, I mentioned it earlier that it's going to come up. I think the funniest thing that happened this year was Wes Welker's press conference when he kept saying, I'm going to put a good foot forward. I got to do this. To me, it was one of the
15
funniest
Very-
thing that happened this year.
That's a good list.
Well, thanks, buddy. It was and then, of course, Bill Belichick ruined it by benching him and making it. But that was one of the fun. It wasn't like grossly, going after the job. I thought it was pretty funny.
We
What do
have
you got?
none that overlap.
That's good. Let's go.
Number 10, shout out to Tony. He helped me out with this one. And it makes sense. I mean, Dale Earnhardt was in a race, and this happens a lot, too much, and he ran out of gas. I don't understand how this is like a common thing in a sport where your whole job is to drive.
Yeah, but
and you just run out of gas. Like, that'd be like...
that happens a lot, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
but not-
It just made me think, why does it, like, it's like being in baseball and being like, you know what? I ran out of people. Like, I don't understand how that's possible.
Well, no, because if he had pitted at that time, remember this story, he would have had no chance of winning. So you gotta just hope that maybe the gauge is off.
The game's up. It's a high-powered machine.
You got a shot, dude.
Not your
You have-
72 Monte
You have
Carlo.
0% chance of if you pit.
I thought it was funny.
It's just
Good
more
job,
funny
Tony.
because he was like 600 feet
Yeah,
from the line.
number 9.
It's
Number
not-
9. Your boy from Notre Dame, Rudy Rudiger. This guy, my man, got arrested this week.
Did he
for
really?
for a pump and dump scheme where he just basically he made these false accusations that like he has this energy drink and he was like, oh, in the Southwest we outsell Gatorade 5-1, and it turned out it was just a random stat. It wasn't
I love
true.
it. I
And then
love
they
it.
found out. Oh,
Like
by the
your
way,
stats when you bring up like random
yeah,
stats.
absolutely. Yeah. You have your laptop over that, and of course he got arrested. I mean, Rudy Rudiger.
Is that illegal? I'm not making it in America, dude.
You're better than that, Rudy. You're better than that. Number 8. I thought you were going to talk about it. Floyd Mayweather. Larry Merchant threatened to beat him up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
He said if he were 50 years younger, he would have kicked his ass.
Right.
What I would have given for Floyd to just punch him.
That's it. But he wouldn't.
Just to see it go after him. Just to see it.
I mean, you're going to jail anyway, dude.
Yeah. Number 7, I want to stay with boxing. Celebrity boxing, though. I got a little double play here. 7A, 7B. First, you had Lenny Dykstra fighting Jose Canseco. Lenny Dykstra just chose not to show up. He took his $5,000 fee. I'm
That's
good,
it.
thank you. I don't need to
Thanks,
show up
my
to the
dude.
ring.
He can't even stand up.
7B, the Canseco brother. Canseco was fighting somebody else.
They brought the other
He
dude
sent
up.
Ozzy.
That's
He
awesome.
didn't know.
I know.
Ozzy's got like a Mike Tyson type tattoo. Like not knowing like, oh, hey, your brother doesn't have that
They
tattoo.
don't look. I mean, they're twins. You can tell it.
Number 6, I had to give a shout out to my girl, Kim Kardashian. 72-hour wedding. I mean, that's unbelievable. Now,
Say
Today.
2-day.
wedding. Might as well have been 72
Might as well,
hours.
yeah, might as
Chris
well.
Humphrey signed with the Nets. He's back though.
Chris,
Double
I heard
doubles.
today in the pregame for the Nets, he's the most hated
Yeah.
player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Because of the
Number
way she's
one.
editing the freaking.
But who's watching? What NBA fan is watching that? I haven't watched any of that.
It's the same reason I tell you that baseball thing with Jeter was crap. I mean, how is that guy the most hated in the NBA? That's
Number
Number
5.
who's voting on it? Who was like voting on it?
Number 5, I don't have the guy's name, but the coach of Coastal Carolina football. You remember that press conference where he was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about we need more dogs. I don't want a cat. You're a cat lover. I don't want no cats in the. I need more dogs. We just need. You know what I'm saying? I need more dogs in a fight. And I was like, dude, I get it. I want more guys who are rough.
Yeah, right.
That's all you had to say.
They got fired.
Did he?
Yeah, they just hired somebody else the other day.
Number 4, your boy Mark Sanchez when he was caught stalking that 19-year-old girl, like texting her like, "Hey, where you at? I want to meet up with you. It's Mark." You know, and that blew up in the papers and the New York Post. And that girl blew him off. You know, that's embarrassing.
He's dating a Victoria's Secret model right now. How's he
Well,
doing?
clearly, first of all, we don't. Know, he's probably stalking her too. He's probably gonna screw that thing up too.
He did all right for himself. I don't like that.
Number 3, the Chris Paul veto was funny to me. That is something that would not have happened in our fantasy league
It
without
would have
us
been-
going crazy.
Yeah.
David Stern was on Colin Coward today. I happened to be in a car in the middle of the day. he came off as the biggest jerk. Like the way he was like just downplaying everything about how I've never seen him like this. What a tool! And he made my 10 worst people. Whatever.
I know you did. Number 2, I remember bringing this up when it happened to you guys. The UConn women basketball team. They've set that stupid record that nobody cares about because they didn't even win a championship for most consecutive wins. And I'm watching the end, and Gino Auriemma takes the mic, and you think he's gonna thank everyone, and he starts giving away Wii's, Nintendo Wii's, like it's a raffle. I'm thinking this is like the greatest moment in women's basketball history, and he knows I can't just talk about women's basketball. He's like, listen, don't forget to have your tickets out. In a second, we're gonna give out some Wii's. Myself, is this serious? Is this happening right now,
Yeah, dude?
Number 1, I can't believe this isn't on your list. Number 1, there is nothing funnier to me. I feel bad for the guy. T.O. had a workout and 0 people showed up.
That's a good one.
I mean, how is that? 0?
0.
There isn't one
You think
team.
he went through the whole workout anyway?
There isn't one team that could use him.
Exactly. But you think he went through the whole thing, still just...
I mean, you have to.
He did. With the tires, he was doing the thing. The whole thing.
You have to.
He must. James, what do we miss, dude?
All
Got
right,
3 minutes.
I don't have 10. I have 5.
All right,
And
good.
actually, I don't have any of those either.
Nice.
So
You
this
got
is good.
25. This is a great top 10. You have to come up with
All
25.
right, so this is in no particular order.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was kind of funny, although the outcome wasn't great because the guy got hurt. But when Chris Letang beat that guy up and then went night-night to the crowd, I personally thought that was hilarious.
Pretty good.
Because I've never seen anyone do that after an NHL hockey fight, and I'm a big NHL guy, I played a little hockey. I thought that was kind of
That's
funny.
fantastic.
And he wiped him out. He knocked him out cold. I mean, you do that to someone else, I think you deserve the right to go
Night.
night-night. I thought that was hilarious.
That's awesome.
We were discussing this before in the Utah State-Ohio bowl game about a week ago. The referee had to explain the same play about 3 or 4 times. It was a pass that caught at the 5, running into the end zone. The guy goes down. He
Yeah.
fumbles the ball as the original call, and then he recovered it in the end zone. But they said you couldn't advance the ball into the end zone on a fumble, so it was down.
Right.
But then he came back and said because the guy fumbled it himself and recovered it again, it was a touchdown. And then they went and reviewed it again, and they deemed that he was down at the 6-inch line anyway.
This
So
is why
none
he's
of
doing
it
the Utah
was.
State Bowl.
Yeah, none of it was even.
He's not
really,
doing the Fiesta Bowl.
none of it, and it was on the stupid blue field in Boise too.
Yeah, of
which
course,
made it
yeah,
insane.
exactly.
So they're in the Twilight Zone out there. So I thought that was hilarious.
James clearly had money on this game. Why else would he watch this?
No, I saw it on the
care,
top 10,
or care about
actually.
this touchdown.
He's sitting there
It's
outside.
clearly a meeting. He's like, is it a touchdown? I got the over.
He's
I
texting
wish.
Pete going, pop.
Clearly he had money on this game.
All right. UConn kid in the beginning of the year took a Hail Mary last second
yeah, it's a
shot
good
with
one.
11 seconds left on the clock and hit like a cheerleader. Didn't even come close. They ended up winning the game and the national championship anyway.
remember
so
that.
I do remember
That's
that.
not as big of a deal.
Take a lot of shots at UConn too, guy.
Yeah, let's. That's
That was
hilarious.
pretty
Who
funny.
does
Yeah,
that?
that was good.
I personally think this is pretty hilarious just because whether it's true or not, the whole Jeter giving a gift basket to these women in the morning,
That was
the
in
Jeter
Potpourri
signed
last week.
baseball.
Yeah.
I thought that was
That's, as
unbelievably
I said
hilarious.
last week, the only time I've cursed on a show in a year, that's some Angel Pagan bullshit. That's some
Yeah.
stuff that the Mets would do.
Yeah. That made my list when I wrote down. I
Yep.
said it was so soon. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, and then my last thing was the whole Gronkowski with the porn star thing. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty funny, and then Brady's reaction to it not even being a big deal, him saying well, at least no one's making fun of me now for being girly and having a real hot wife and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty hilarious as well, and the picture is just as funny. He's there with no shirt on, and she's in his jersey. It's pretty incriminating
great.
picture over Halloween weekend when they had a bye week. I mean, let's be serious. What happened?
Exactly right. We do this. We do that co-ed magazine article every week, and it was on we did whatever the article we had that week, and it was on. So every time you go to the site, you just saw that picture. So it's burned into my
And he's got
brain.
such a smirk on his face too. It's
He's just like,
Who
look,
wouldn't?
I mean, the guy can catch everything. I'll take him. I'll take him and his
That's a
porn
good
star
list.
harem.
Nice job, James.
That's
nice.
a great job. This guy
You
came
got
in.
anything, Tom?
No, I'm good.
Tone, we got to get some of these clips up on the site though. We got to find some of
Yeah.
these clips because we got to put them
Let's
on.
come
I'm
back.
working on the Ohio Utah one because
We
that
gotta
was
get- I
even
gotta tell you.
funnier when you watch
James
it.
is really,
Real funny.
Zoob who.
Yeah.
Zoob who.
We couldn't miss Zoob any less. Zoob,
Nope.
good luck. God bless you.
Lose
Forgot
our
all
number.
about
Stop calling me. We won't have you on the show.
you. We don't have time for you,
Yeah.
Zoob.
We'll be back with the 5 and 10. I cannot wait for the 5 and 10.
Me neither.
We'll be back. Tri-State Sports, guys. Sometimes I just get so fired up.